Hello, I'm Jashikins, and welcome to another episode of Jash Reads. Tonight we are starting Megamorphs #1, The Andalite's Gift by Kay Applegate. Now, before I start, I just want to say I'm very sorry about how late this is being filmed. As I said earlier, me and my husband were going out grocery shopping tonight, and we basically just do all our month-long shopping in one store where we get all the main stuff, and then as the month goes on, if there's something here and there we need, we go to another store. So it's usually stressful, and so when I just because it takes so long, and so we get back home and I am just utterly exhausted. I need to just lie down for a little bit. And then we have a little bit of dinner and we watch a movie, and now finally I am here and able to record the next episode. So here's hoping that I'm not yawning all the way through, because there's no clever way for me to integrate that into the dramatic rating. Ah! Anyways, chapter 1 is narrated by Jake. My name is Jake. Just Jake. No last name. Or at least no last name I can tell you. I am an animorph. I guess that makes me one of the most hunted, endangered species on Earth. The Yerks want me dead. They want my friends dead. So if they knew who I was and how to find me, I wouldn't have a chance. That's why I won't tell you my last name, and I won't tell you what city or state I live in, because I want to go on living. I want to go on living so I can go on fighting them. Are you one of those people who looks up at the night sky and wonders whether there is life out there among the stars? Do you wonder about UFOs? Do you wonder whether aliens will ever come to Earth? Well, stop wondering. The Yerks are here. They're a species of parasites. Just little slugs, really. Little slugs that crawl inside your head and wrap themselves around your brain and make you do whatever they want you to do. When that happens, you stop being a true human being. You become a controller. That's what we call a human who is under the control of a Yerk. When you talk to a controller, you may be looking at a human face. You may hear a human voice, but what you're really talking to is a Yerk. They are everywhere. If you think you haven't seen one, you're wrong. The policeman in his patrol car, the clerk at the grocery store, your teacher, your pastor, your doctor. Any of them might be a controller. Your mother, father, sister, or best friend. They could all be controllers. I know. My brother Tom is one of them. They have taken my brother from me and made him an enemy. I sit at the breakfast table every morning and make small talk, knowing all the while that Tom is not Tom anymore. And they have taken my best friend's mother. Everyone thinks Marco's mother is dead. Only he and I know the truth. She, too, is one of them. They're everywhere. They can be anyone. They tear lives apart. They do unspeakable things, and we stand against them alone. Only we know the threat. We six. 5 Animorphs and 1 Andalite. 5 human kids with the power to become any animal we can touch. And a kid from another planet who looks like some weird mixture of deer, human, and scorpion. The 6 of us against all the might of the Yeerks and all the evil genius of their leader, Fisher 3. Which is why Rachel was worried about leaving, even for a weekend. We were all together that Friday evening. Marco, Cassie, Tobias, Rachel, and me. Hax wasn't there because he would have had to change into his human morph. He doesn't like to become human. I think he feels naked without his deadly tail. So it was just the 5 of us in Cassie's barn, surrounded by all the chattering, snuffling, chirping, preening, and smelly animals in their cages. The barn is also the Wildlife Rehabilitation Center. Cassie's parents are veterinarians. They use their barn to take in sick or injured wild animals. It's just this stupid 2-day gymnastics camp I signed up for a long time ago, Rachel was saying. It's no big deal. It's something I was going to do back, you know, before. Rachel, you should go, Cassie said. Our entire lives cannot be about fighting the Yeerks. We have to try to be semi-normal. I mean, it can't all be danger and battle and fear, right? So go. But for now, help me lift up this crow's cage. He's going up on that shelf. Cassie was trying to get us to help clean up the barn. We used the barn to get together. It was one of the few places we could meet with Tobias. See, he can't exactly go to the mall. Crows, Tobias said, in thought speak that we heard only in our minds. I can't believe you're saving a crow. I hate crows. You know how he probably got that broken wing? Trying to mob a respectable hawk, that's how. Crows are total punks. Tobias was perched high in the rafters of the barn. From up there, he could fly in and out through the hayloft. Tobias is a red-tailed hawk. Actually, in his mind, in his soul, he's human. But the power to morph has a terrifying downside. Stay in morph for more than 2 hours, and you stay forever. Tobias was trapped forever in a body with long, powerful wings, ripping, taloned feet, and fierce, angry eyes that stared at you around his hooked beak. He would never guess that he had once been such a gentle guy. I guess he still is that guy, but he's also a hawk. Yeah, I'm looking at you, crow, Tobias said in mock threat. Obviously, the crow did not understand thought speak at all. Cassie smiled. Tobias, I promise when we release this guy, we'll take him far from your territory. I already told Melissa Chapman I wasn't going, Rachel said, going back to her own topic. She went up to the camp this afternoon, right after school. Marco, who had been lying back on a big bale of hay and staring at the ceiling, sat up. Rachel doesn't think we can survive without her for 2 days. After all, she's the mighty Xena warrior princess. It was Marco's teasing name for Rachel. Rachel has a tendency to be very bold. Anytime there's something borderline insane that needs to be done, Rachel is always the first volunteer. Marco, you have hay stuck in your hair, Rachel said. He ignored her remark. Rachel thinks if she's not here and we have trouble, we'll all just run screaming and yammering like a bunch of scared little kids. He put on a phony, serious expression. All I want to know is this. Why don't you dress like Xena? I mean, the whole leather and sword thing would really work for you. Okay, shut up. I'll go, Rachel said. I'll go. I'm going. Just to get away from Marco for a couple days. I'll catch the bus tomorrow morning. Think of me when you're on the uneven parallel bars, Marco said. But it wasn't to Marco that Rachel looked. It was Tobias. You guys will stay out of trouble while I'm gone, won't you? We'll be fine, Rachel, Tobias said. I saw Cassie smile and my gaze met hers. She gave a slight nod. Cassie has a theory that Rachel and Tobias like each other. Not that Rachel has ever said anything, even though Rachel and Cassie are best friends. Cassie thinks it's sweet and romantic. I just think it's kind of sad. I mean, as far as we know, Tobias will never be fully human again. We should all just enjoy a nice, normal weekend, I said. Have normal fun. We've had plenty of danger and excitement. Marco sent me a sly, resentful look. Some of us are going to have more fun than some others. Some of us are going to pool parties that some of us were not invited to. He shook his fist melodramatically at the ceiling. Why? Why? What does that girl have against me? I rolled my eyes. Here we go again. Cassie rescued me. I need someone strong to come outside with me. Help me carry in some new cages from the truck. Marco? Oh, my back! Marco cried. A sudden, shooting pain. I'm coming, Cassie, I said. I gave Marco a shove, pushing him back on his bale of hay. You are so pathetic. Don't strain yourself, Marco said with a cocky grin. Outside, out of the golden glow of the barn's lights, it was getting dark. A full moon had risen, and you could just see the first stars off to the east. The pickup truck was piled precariously high with wire cages. I climbed up and began to untie the rope that held them in place. It seemed strange, Rachel going away, even for a couple of days, Cassie said. And it seems even stranger that it would seem strange. I mean, it should be no big deal. Well, I guess when life turns completely crazy, it's the normal things that start to seem strange. Cassie nodded slowly. For a while, she said nothing. She just stood there with her arms crossed, looking up at the moon. I climbed down off the truck. What's bothering you? She shrugged. Nothing, just a feeling. I don't know. Bad dreams, I guess. I have those too, I said. We all do. You can't live through all this and not have it bother you. What's the dream about? The ant thing? We'd morphed ants once. We'd gone down into an ant tunnel and had been attacked by an enemy colony of ants. No one wanted to go through that. Ever again. Not ever. No, not the ants, Cassie said. At least not directly. It's dumb. There's there's something, I don't even know what it is, but it's not a good thing, and it asked me to make a choice. In the dream, I have to decide who lives and who dies. I moved closer to Cassie and put my arm around her shoulder. There were goosebumps on her bare arms. I never used to be afraid, Jake, Cassie said. Not of anything. And now it's like I'm afraid all the time. You deal with it, though, I said. Made me nervous talking about feelings like this. I guess I think if you just don't talk about the fear, it will go away. You always deal with it, I repeated. So far, Cassie said softly. So far. And that's chapter 1 of the first Megamorphs book. So, yeah, we're going to be every chapter is going to be from a different character's point of view. Hang on a moment. Oh, shit. So, yeah. So, first things first, Rachel's going away, and like Cassie brings up, that's the weirdest shit. It's like, I'm scared of something that should be normal. And Jake brings up a good point of Rachel, just go to the gymnastics camp. Just go. We'll be fine. Marco annoys her, but has the same point. We'll be fine. And there's a nice little Tobias Rachel moment. And and we get to see Jake's and Cassie's viewpoint of that relationship. Cassie easily picked up saying, yeah, my best friend, yeah, she has a crush on Bird Boy there. And it's so sweet and romantic, and Jake's like, no, it isn't. We don't even know. We think Tobias is going to stay a hawk all the time, and it's like the chances are like 100% he's never going to be able to change back to his normal self. So yeah, it was a nice introductory chapter. So, what did you think? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Any opinions? Please comment down below. But remember, no major spoilers in the comments section on YouTube, just because I'm hoping beyond hope that people discover this series via this dramatic reading. And so there's some big twists and turns that I wouldn't like to be revealed. And I don't think, newcomers will want them to be revealed ahead of time either. Some big stuff's going to happen. But if you do want to talk spoiler stuff to me, and you're on the YouTube's link in the description to my Tumblr Ask box, if you are already on Tumblr, my Tumblr, just go to my ask box. So yay. And you can talk about anything spoilery to me. And if you're let's see words. And if you are a newcomer, like, where can I get my very own copy of Megamorphs #1, The Andalite's Gift by Kay Applegate? If you're watching this on the YouTube's link in the description. If you're watching on my blog, the blog link down below. And if you want to keep track of how I'm doing on this project and various projects, you can follow me on Twitter at Jashikins. And like, if I end up missing a day of dramatic readings, I will state my reasons for doing so. I tell you, today was so easy. If you're a newcomer and you're wondering where to get the first Megamorphs books, link in the description link in the description if you're watching on my blog link down below, and both links will take you to where you can buy your very own copy of Megamorphs #1, The Andalite's Gift. It'll be fun and awesome. If you are watching on the YouTubes, God, I think I already said the Megamorphs link before. Help me! I need coffee, but I'm going to be going to sleep very shortly after I get all this worked out tonight. But yeah, if you're watching on the YouTubes, please subscribe, because sometimes I'm actually awake, I'm nice, cheerful, and active. And honestly, I usually like to film these dramatic readings no later than midnight, just so I don't have this yawning problem to deal with. But yeah, please subscribe if you're on the YouTubes, because I will be reading all of Megamorphs #1 and the rest of the Animorphs series. Also, if you're on the YouTubes, please like this video. If you are watching on my blog and watching on the desktop version of my blog, please choose the follow by email option so you will never again miss, one of my blog posts. And the next video of Jash Reads will be more of Megamorphs #1, The Andalite's Gift by Kay Applegate, and will air on Friday. Hopefully, if nothing else goes wrong. Now, this part is a sort of a bonus part if you want to stick around. And I don't know why you would, but people are weird at times. And basically what this part is that I'll slowly work on a graphic and do a little bits here and there, so until the graphic is done, just so I don't take up too much of your time. Taking up a little bit extra of the time, it sort of gives me an excuse to work on graphics I might not really otherwise be able to until weeks and weeks and months and years later. Yay, let me make sure this is live. Live. Woo! Okay, so if you weren't here from the beginning of this graphic, basically what this is I want to compare Game of Thrones and Animorphs. And this right here, the background represents Cassius. Her main battle morph is a wolf. So, ta-da! And so I'm going to have one quote here and another quote maybe around here. And both quotes will mimic each other and sort of show how they're a little bit the same. Because I'm thinking of writing a long post just sort of comparing the two a little bit. Really long story short, just because like parts of Animorphs are silly, but then other parts are like, holy shit. Let me see. This is a Jorah Mormon quote. So, as he's not one of the more popular Game of Thrones characters, it might be a little bit. Come on. See, I return to your service, Khaleesi. Let's see there. If you'd have me every time, if I ever kill you, your eyes will be wide open. Dothraki. To win Westeros, you need the support from Westeros, which does not include executing people in a manner similar to your father. That's if no one's bothered by that, that's poor writing. Rhaegar fought valiantly, Rhaegar fought nobly, and Rhaegar died. Blood my blood. I killed a Dothraki blood rider in single combat. I love you all. That that was actually sweet. I have like a crappy little graphic for that before I really knew what I was doing. Well, so that's I'm seriously. I saw Stark and I'm like, what's the Marvel Universe doing? Oh, it's Nets. Yeah. Yeah, it's only after I saw one little graphic that I'm like, hey, they're dragons, Khaleesi. They can never be tamed. I'm like, that's a sly little line there. That's like just saying you can't ever be tamed, Khaleesi. You're a dragon. And I love the relationship between Jorah and Dany, and I hope they get together by the end just because we'll be the best fucking slow burn ever. I'm sorry. I'm going to protect you. All I wanted was serve you. This is in Westeros. I brought Shane to my house. Okay. Not, let's see. Scattered quotes. And if this one doesn't work, oh god, then I will try to be more specific. I banished you twice. Oh, fuck you, Dario. Fuck you, Dario. I'm sorry. I just really fucking don't like Dario. Like in the beginning, Dario is interesting, but by the fucking fifth, just maybe the fifth season or something, I was just like, can he fucking die? At first, it's like amusing. Nah. Oh, let's see. A dragon's worth. You know, like you have a good claim. Forgive me. Didn't I like this? Forgive me, Khaleesi, but your ancestor didn't seize six of the kingdoms because they were his right. Okay. So yeah, it's like yeah, your ancestors. Daenerys likes to make a big deal. Hey, I have a right to. And it's like you don't have to have a right to conquer someplace. I just want to know you're doing that. Let's see. Game of Thrones quote. There are good and bad on each side. Okay, let's see. There's so much action and death. Let's see. The man passes. I have a tender spot. When you play the Game of Thrones, I grew up a soldier. Da-na-na. Never forget what you are. Everyone is mine to torment. Oh god, when Joffrey died, oh my fucking god, it was like the best fucking shit ever. I like jumped up, yelled, and in excitement, and Dad's like looking at me. I'm like, I'm sorry, the fucker died. How can you not be happy? Night is dark, nothing. Jon Snow. Night gathers. Uh, what do you say to God, Death? There's no cure for being a cunt, and that's the line that sums up my dad. Whenever I think of my dad, I think of this. That's why I drank. I am the dragon's daughter. The lion is not concerned. Chaos is in a pit. I understand. If cunt mouth, I'm gonna have to power sides where a man believes it resides. Sorry, it's like, hey, this is gonna be easy. I'm like, oh yeah. Nothing's easy. I would let myself be consumed if you ever call if anyone monster. Jamie, my name's Jamie. That was a really fucking powerful scene, and I love the character development that went into Jamie. I just wish people would admit to themselves that, oh yeah, other characters I don't like can go through their own character development. Fuck shit. I read a book. Hold the door. Shit. Come on! It's like one of my fucking favorite lines. God damn it. Okay, greatest quotes. God damn it. Okay. Mother screams. Shit. God damn, let me try to think of this one. There are evil and good on either side of every war ever fought. Game of Thrones. Actually, let me do this with Jorah Mormont. It's like, yay. Oh shit. Goddamn. You didn't see what just happened. I nearly knocked the water, spilling everything over. Okay, that would not be good. And like my hand's like, there's nothing blocking me here. Ah, here we go. There's good and evil. Okay, I like this. I think it might have continued for a little bit longer. Let's see. Question regarding what Jorah said. Justice. God damn it. I found something, but I'm like, oh, shit, yes. He didn't mean that both sides have both good and evil people. He means that all causes of war have different aspects. So what he said is equivalent to the Nazis not being completely is and he is right. On a purely psychological standpoint, the Nazis did what they thought were right. There were some Nazis that were heinous, while others were just misguided. But they still fought for the same cause, which most of them thought was the right thing to do. Simply put, there's no such thing as pure evil and pure good. And if you're wondering, Jews actually pretended not to be Jews to join, the side of the Nazis for safety, and it gets actually really complicated. But if you make sure you're looking at this when you're in a good mindset, and when the sun is still in the sky and you're like not about to go to sleep, but look up about Jews, and World War II joining the not German army, because it's actually really eye-opening. It's part of history that needs to be. I'm just saying, it's fucking hell. Well, good yeah, it gets complicated, but I'm going to ignore that just because this isn't the whole history of World War II channel here. Okay, I think I'm finally getting the whole quote here. Damn it. Jorah Mormont. Ah, here it is. Here's the full quote. This is what I've been striving over to get, because it is fucking worth it, because I fucking love this quote. And I think it really sums up the sort of gray morality that Game of Thrones wants to go for, and also that Animorphs goes for. But you'll definitely see more of the gray morality and Animorphs the more the series continues. Sir Jorah Mormont. It's tempting to see our enemies as evil, all of them. But there's good and evil on both sides in every war ever fought. And also, this sort of makes me think that it will suck if the Night King is just evil and there's no other reason for that, because that would break that here. Okay. Ta-da! I really fucking love this quote. It's said by Sir Jorah Mormont, my favorite character in the show, and of course he's not that popular. I don't know, it seems I really have a thing for, no, not popular characters. No, if they're not popular, it's like, yay, now I can, like them. Okay. It's tempting. Okay, let me see about doing this. God damn it. Okay, I need to rethink how I'm doing this. Okay, it's here and I want it up here. Ah, shit. So let's think of the color. I'm like, oh, it'll be nice gold. And I was like, well, how will that look? I'm just going to. Actually, I really do like bad script, which is why I'm not really changing it. So let's see. Overlay. Can't see it. Can't see it. Okay, let's try it again. That's cool, but I sort of want it to be just yeah. I want to be more edgeable. Let's see. What if I linear light and I had black? Okay. Da 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 da. No, okay, I'm not gonna mess with the blend mode there. That seems to be more trouble than it's worth. Fuck. Okay, I'm going to try to go darker just because for my eyes that's a little blinding. And let's go lighter or darker. No, yeah, let's go more reddish. Okay. Let's see. It's tempting to see all your enemies as evil. I want to go nice yellow, but yeah. So yeah, I'm like it's gonna be nice and golden and it'll look great. And I forgot my limits of I usually fuck shit up. That's okay. Do. Oh, okay. Let's find a good like golden yellow, but legible. Okay, I think that's good there. That's good. Okay, and let's do this. Ta-da! We're going to add something else. Okay, let's do this. We're going to finish this shit up. Okay, do. I think making the quote smaller. Ah, shit. Okay. I was like, is there a quotation mark there? And yeah, I think, yeah, I'm having to do the saying where the quote's from being bigger than the actual quote just because I wanted it legible and all red. Okay, so let's see. Flatten. Actually, no. Fuck. It's like, no. Shit. Okay, I'm just trying to space. Okay, there's nice space here. Oh, god damn it. I can't. Okay, this is what it's going to be. Okay, I'm like, this is what it's going to be. Now I'm going to just move it for a few seconds. Ta-da. Okay, that's it. That is it. Let's see, V Funky. Thrones, Annie. Okay, so I still have it saved of just the wolf, just the background. And okay, the hard work, we got this quote. It's tempting to see your enemies as evil, all of them, but there's good and evil on both sides in every war ever fought. Sir Jorah Mormont, Game of Thrones. And so yeah, that's going to be it for tonight. I should have. Yeah, I fly at that. So I should have just gone. They're like, "Hey, I'm done. I have to go to sleep." Instead, I would have fucking. Well, anyways, if you stayed through with all that, remember the next episode of Jash Reads will be on Friday if everything goes correctly. And until next time, goodbye.